Good evening, I'm Josh Shipp, and I'm an authority on communicating with teens. Now, I know that I may not look like your typical teen communication expert, right? I look pretty young, and my hair looks like a chia pet and all that, but for the last 10 years, I have dedicated my life to just that, to helping teens get it, and helping those who care about teens, that's you, get through to them. I've spoken at MIT, Harvard, Stanford, UCLA, all about this idea of how is it that you get through to teenagers that you care about. Because oftentimes with teenagers and the discussion of discipline, it's something that's very challenging, right? Because I've found that a lot of adults, for me growing up as a foster kid, I saw this a lot with a lot of different adults in my life, is that they assumed that there would be discipline issues and they assumed that I would want to rebel and that I wouldn't want to listen. When the trick is that if you just angle if you kind of tweak your approach just a little bit, just so, then I won't, as a teenager, I won't see it as a threat. I won't see it as you trying to, be the man and like stick these rules on me, but instead you are doing this to protect me and you're doing this because you care about me. And so I want to teach you some of those strategies, some of those techniques, some of those tips. I'd encourage you to go to my website at heyjosh4grownups.com. I have a bunch of free videos, PDFs, ebooks you can download all for free and about this very topic of teenagers and discipline. For me, I'll just share a quick personal story, is that one particular foster home that I moved into, we did this thing when I first moved in there. It was sort of like a contract, right, of expectations and agreements. For me, well, this is what I expect, and thus, to expect that, I agree to this. So it's sort of this thing that we co-authored. Me and that adult, we co-authored these rules together. So it wasn't like the adult, like you gotta do this, you gotta do that, but again, we co-authored them. And you know that when you have stake in something, right, when you have skin in the game, then you are more likely to follow through because you co-authored that. So then you don't have to enforce rules, you just have to remind, hey, remember, we came up with this together, you signed that, you were there when we came up with this. Because here's the bottom line. As an adult with teenagers, you have no right to enforce rules that you haven't communicated. And I have found that the best way to communicate those rules is in a co-authoring sort of scenario. So we'll go through all that and much, much more at the website, heyjosh4grownups.com. Check it out. I will see you there. Until then, I'm Josh Shipp, over and out.